Hello friends, my name is Jyoti. I am assistant professor in Department of Management, School of Management Sciences, Lucknow. Now I will discuss the topic setting up a retail organization. Before proceeding further, I would like to explain or try to understand, make you understand people meaning of retailing or the basically the introductory part of somehow retailing. Retail word basically has been derived from the word retailer, which means to break the bulk. Means retailer is that entity which directly interacts with the customers, whatever the feedback and whatever the response, whatever the uh, behavior the customer is showing towards the product and service of a particular company is totally retailers basically identify, and simultaneously they just give this information or this feedback to the concerned company. So, retailer is basically one of the most crucial member in channel of distribution and helps the company in identifying or knowing the performance of the product, how is the product and how the product is performing as per the expectation of the customers. So, retailer basically some major functions performed by retailers like they deal in smaller quantities when breaking bulk is one of the important functions. Firstly, understanding customer needs and wants means whatever the customers are, which type of needs and wants the customers having right now, those needs and wants are being understood by the retailers. Accordingly, they just give or provide or present the assortment of products to the customers, mean different varieties of the product to the customer, so that the customer has different choices of different alternatives and he or she can select an appropriate one from those pool of alternatives or those options of products. And one of the important function is like breaking the bulk, means as a retailer, means if they see the channel like company to wholesaler to, if we see the two level channel like company to wholesaler and then retailer and then customer, means retailer is that entity. Obviously retailer can be maybe a person or a business organization which makes available the product from company to customer. So, retailer is finally interacting with or directly interacting with the customer, and we as customers like individual customers has the requirement of the product in a smaller quantity. So, retailer basically perform the function like breaking the bulk, means retailer holds the product, whatever the product they are dealing in, they hold the product in smaller quantities, because they are interacting with individual customers, and individual customers like us has the requirement of products in smaller quantities. Next function like holding inventory, so that whenever a customer is coming to the store, accordingly the requirement of those customers can be met out, if so that they just hold out the different products, and different services are being given by the retailers. So, retailing is one of the important topic and one of the important subject that has been added in your course. So, you should understand, because you guys are the future managers, you must be do a job in retail organization. So, you just understand the strategies or the functions and the merchandising or displaying techniques, whatever the things come under or related to retail, you just try to understand. So, come to our topic, that is setting up a retail organization. Today we will discuss on this, we will have a discussion on this particular topic. As in introduction section, it has been written that a retailer are the last and vital members in the channel of distribution. As I explained earlier that the flow of distributing goods is like company to wholesaler, then retailer and then customer. Means retailer are those who are directly interacting with the customers, and the retailers may be the last business entity which are obviously working for earning profit, but resolving or understanding the needs of the customer. So, retailers play very important role in distributing the channel, in distributing the product from company to customers. And because the topic concerned about retail organization, so retail organization refers to the basic format or structure of a store that is that designed to fulfill the requirement of the employee as well as the customer. So, why organization is needed, why a particular structure is needed, so that the employees and the customers belongs to that particular store or that structure, they must understand, they are having basically the knowledge of the structure and the functioning of that particular store or that particular organization. Through a retail organization, a firm basically formulates a suitable policy, or obviously in retail organization, if we talk about organization, there must be certain duties and responsibilities, some designations and roles must be there, so that everybody or every employee just have a clear picture about the roles and responsibility and the policy, so that they just work effectively and efficiently, so that the customers that they are coming to the retail outlet or that retail store, those can be fulfilled, their requirement can be fulfilled, their expectation can be fulfilled. And retail organization is basically what can be the meaning of a retail organization. Retail organization basically means a business entity which basically holds the purpose for distributing the product, but retail organization is an entity, but retail organization is the employees of the organization basically represent or do the overall activity. So, every employee should know the roles and responsibility and the structure and the reporting authority, means what they have to do, what different employees have to perform. So, retail organization works like in this context. Next is process of setting up retail organization, means if you want to be if you as a person, as an individual want to set up a retail organization, this particular process should be followed by you if you want to set up. Like the first one is determination of the tasks to be performed in a retail distribution channel, means if you are trying to locate a simply means if you want to set up a business, a retail organization, simply you have to decide which type of activities will be performed in your retail organization. The explanation of every step will be discussed in the later slides. The second one is division of task among channel members and customers. Next is grouping the retailer's task into responsibility, next classification of jobs, and next is developing an organizational chart. Simply by if we see the last step of this particular process, developing an organizational chart, means here the particular person or the company is able to define a particular hierarchy or the different roles and responsibility that will be performed by employees of that organization. So, by following this particular process, the company is able to derive the different roles and responsibility and the hierarchy. So, I am going to explain these steps of this particular process one by one. The first step, that is task to be performed, means which type of task or which type of activity that will be performed in that retail store, that store manager wants to perform in that particular organization, means which type of activities, which type of actions, which type of tasks that will be performed, like task or activities like arranging and buying merchandise of the retailer, receiving merchandise, determination of pricing, because if you are holding a product, means these things you have to think on that these factors should be obviously these activities or tasks will be performed by you in future time period or whenever you want to channelize your activities. The next is marketing the merchandise, inventory management and control, including stores, classifying merchandise and window display, store maintenance and research and development cell. Means these are the examples of the tasks that will be performed while setting up or while organizing or while channelizing the activities performed under one store. Like arranging and buying merchandise for the retailer, like suppose as I explained earlier that holding inventory or means whenever a customer is coming to your store, that with certain needs and expectation. Those needs and expectation must be fulfilled. And how is it possible? When you will buy certain merchandise from the company and arrange those merchandise into some sequence or into your store, so that the requirement of the product can be fulfilled on time. Next is receiving merchandise and check. Suppose whatever the order that you have given to the concerned company, and whenever the order will be delivered to you, you just check out the received merchandise, that they are in good quality or good state or good condition or not. Because you have to sell out the product or meet out the requirement of the product of the customers with a product of good quality. So, before providing them, you have to check out the quality aspect of that product, whether that product is good or not. Next, determination of pricing, like which type of product you are going to offer to the customers, what pricing strategy you are offering to them. And suppose if you are going to offer private level product, means manufactured by that particularly manufactured by the retailer, what pricing strategy they have adopted for the particular product, that should also be considered. Marketing the merchandise, means merchandise simply means which type of product categories you are dealing. Suppose which type of product categories you are dealing, how you are going to market them, means how you are going to promoting those products, not only promoting, how you will sell that product, and how you will be able to gain profit by selling those type of merchandise or those product categories. Next, inventory management and control, including stores. Obviously, inventory management, as I explained earlier in the functions of retailing, is that holding inventory. Inventory may be in the form of raw material, semi finished or finished product. Inventory management, why it is required? Because if you are dealing in certain product categories, whenever a customer, so you have to offer those product categories to customers. So, whenever a customer is coming with the requirement of the product category that you are holding, so if you have maintained the inventory of or a stock of those products, so the requirement of the customers can be fulfilled instantly when a customer is coming to you. So, and control should be there, means if a product is being demanded by the customer frequently, so you have to maintain that stock frequently at that particular place, so that whenever a customer comes to your store, you just make available that product to the customers. Next is classifying merchandise and window display. Suppose you are dealing in, because retailer deal in smaller quantities of different varieties of product. Basically, they do not hold one particular product category or one particular line. They hold a product, they hold different product categories in a smaller quantity. So, whatever the type, whichever the type of merchandise you are dealing in, you just classify. Suppose if you are taking care of personal, if you are offering personal care product, stationery, and groceries, so accordingly you have to classify merchandise into your store, so that you cannot you just find ease in locating the store, where is the product located, you can find easily, and accordingly the requirement of the customers can be fulfilled. Window display, because if we talk about organized retailing, where a customer wants some freedom to watch observe the product categories, and accordingly as per the choices or as per the preferences, he or she can select a particular one. So, window display is very required, and how you are going to display those products, that should also be considered, so that every product should be visible in a proper manner. A customer find ease in locating that product, those product categories, and accordingly he or she can fulfill the requirement. Store maintenance. Store maintenance, like we talk about organized retailing, interior and exterior aspect of the store should be looked after by the store manager or by the concerned individual. The store should be maintained properly, so that a customer, whenever a customer is coming to your store, he or she become pleased or satisfied or happy by seeing your store interior and exterior and overall maintenance of the store, that how good you have maintained or how well you have maintained your particular store. and if you are able to please or satisfy or make customers happy, obviously it will help you out in repeating the behavior of those customers towards your store again and again. Means you just give or contribute in making customers loyal, or making customers making a feel of intending patronized behavior of the customers towards your particular store. Next is customer research and development cell. Means as we all know that we as human being are very diverse, or taste and preferences of our individual customers like us vary very frequently. So, research and development cell should be there, so that these changes or these modification can be, these switching behavior can be identified, and accordingly they can be help you out in determining different policies or different policies or different marketing mix of your holded product. So, it is very required, it should be done by the companies in order to create and retain customers towards your store, because create customer to create customer is not a big deal, but nowadays to retaining customers or to retain customers is basically a big thing for the company. And if the company is able to retain the customer, somehow the company is able to reduce the cost aspects. Means if the customer becomes satisfied and happy after the operational activities or after the services of your product, after the product that you are offering, with that product the customer is satisfied, he or she will repeat again and again their behaviors again and again towards your store, and he or she will add more and more customers towards your store. So, you just try to identify these frequent changes that is happening in the taste and preferences of the customers, and accordingly you just develop your strategy in order to retain customers towards your particular store. The next step in setting up a retail store is that division of task among channel members and customers. Means whatever the task that decided in the first slide, these tasks should be bifurcated or should be assigned to different members. They are somehow related to the business, to the retail organization. Like we see the chart that members under manufacturers, retailers and customers and activities. Means every member is responsible for performing or doing certain activities, and that activity should be fixed or determined by the store, so that they should they are having a clear picture of what they have to do. Like if we talk about manufacturers, they are basically, obviously manufacturer means the concerned company. They are basically responsible for manufacturing the product, setting the price, inventory management, research activity and sales forecasting, etc. Means the company is overall responsible for, means the channel partner or the retailers generally perform the task of do the activities of act like intermediaries, but the company or the manufacturer basically makes or manufactures certain product or services with a motive to earn money. So, the activities assigned to manufacturer is like they have to manufacture or produce certain product as per the expectation of the customer. Accordingly, they have to set the price, what target group they are going to target. So, then suitable pricing strategy should be adopted. Inventory management means which type of product they are going to hold. Research activity in order to identify the frequent changes that is happening in the market due to the customer, competitors and any other forces. So, whatever the changes that have happened in the market, those information should be brought in the organization, and the manufacturer has to work accordingly in order to fulfill that gap or fulfill those requirement. Next, so sales forecasting means the manufacturer has to forecast the sales from time to time in order to fulfill the production requirement, in order to maintain the proper inventory level, so that timely demand can be fulfilled. If we talk about the member like retailer, retailer is obviously maybe a person or a organization. The activities or the task assigned to retailer, basically they are responsible for buying the merchandise from the company, obviously because the retailer who are the one, retailers are the one who are interacting with the customers and making available the products to individual customers for their fulfillment or for their fulfillment of need for their requirement. So, it is required that it is necessary that they have to buy the merchandise or the product category from the company, displaying and coordinating the various activity of store. Means the member like retailer is responsible for displaying or portraying the product category that they are holding, that they are dealing to the customers, and also responsible for coordinating and supervising all the activities that are conducting that are happening in that particular store. So, particular retailer is responsible for maintaining all the activities of a particular store. And the third member that I have mentioned, that customer, obviously customer plays very important role. Customers are called the king of the market, they are called the trendsetters, they are called the market movers. According to them, the overall market moves according to them. The customers are basically responsible for acceptance of delivered product, means whatever the product they have asked for, they are expected from the retailer. If the product is coming to them, they have to accept, they are responsible for that. If you are purchasing or buying a product, accordingly you have to pay price for that particular product. Selecting and buying the merchandise means you have freedom, that you have freedom among the pool of among the different alternatives of the product. You have to select a particular, means you do not have any compulsion that you do not have option and you have to purchase the product. Being a customers, retailers and the companies have different basically provides different alternatives and variations of alternatives to you, and being a customer you are free to select an appropriate one as per your choice, as per your requirement. And buying the merchandise means if you have selected a particular one, you just buy them and use them. Then whatever the task that I have discussed in the previous slide, those tasks should be distributed or assigned to different channel members, means what they have to perform, what they are expected to do. Then these activities are given there, and these members are separately responsible for performing these type of activities. Next, grouping task into responsible, means whatever the task and the activities conducting under one store, that should be and that must be assigned to a particular person. That person is basically responsible for that particular conducting for that particular activities, like recruitment, training and development, that is concerned with HR aspect. The HR staff is responsible for conducting these type of activities. Floor staff is totally responsible for arranging and displaying merchandise and customer reactions, gift wrapping and merchandise sorting. These activities should be performed by floor staffs. Cashier, management of receipts, billing of merchandise, ledger maintenance, these basically activities are performed by cashiers. Inventory staff, receiving inventory, checking and management of inventory word obviously comes, that is totally responsible, or that these activities must be conducted by the inventory staff. And customer care staff, obviously the attending queries, the handling complaints, inventory repair. If the customer is coming with certain queries and complaints, then these staffs are basically responsible for resolving or readdressing their complaints. So, whatever the activities, these activities are basically conducted in one retail organization, and every activity is assigned to one particular role or one particular job. Means these suppose recruitment, training and development, these activities obviously will be performed in one retail organization, because retail organization is a business entity which is basically which will be run by human resource. So, human resource aspect dealt by HR staffs. Suppose floor staff, there if we talk about retail organization, that is divided into different floors. Certain staffs are basically responsible for maintaining all the activities happening on that particular floor, or basically the floor means the basic activities that are conducting or that are happening in that particular store. And cashier, management of the overall cash. Next, classification of job. After grouping of tasks into jobs, next step in setting up retail organization to classify the jobs, like under functional classification. Jobs are divided in terms of retail functions, like which type of functions perform in retail organization: sales, promotion, like customer care, inventory management, store operations. These are the functions that will be performed, or that are performed in retail organization. So, classification of jobs should be done. If functional classification is being done, so function like sales, promotion and these activities, these functions should be taken care of. Next, product classification, how many types of, or which types of product the store is dealing in, on the basis of various jobs are decided. And combination classification means the store or the store manager or the concerned one can select any one of the jobs. After doing all these things, the last step is basically organizing a retail firm organization, developing a organizational chart. Means here is a hierarchy defined, and everybody is knowing who is senior, who is at middle level, top level or lower level, and accordingly what they have to perform, what they have to whom they have to report, who is the senior and what they have to basically perform. So, while developing the organizational chart, there are certain basis or classification dividers. The first is on the basis of function. In we are able to see that the main one is managing director. Under managing director, HR manager, inventory manager, security manager and store operation manager work under him or her, and whatever the problems, whatever the response, whatever the activities that they are taken care of, they must be communicated to the managing director, because he or she is basically the main one, the top one. So, whatever the information they have, that information must be communicated to the managing director. And this basically organizational chart is made on the basis of function. If you are going to form the functions as a basis, then organizational chart, organizational roles and responsibility or the hierarchy like this. On the basis of merchandise offer, like managing director, under managing director, the managers like men's wear, ladies wear, kids wear and sports wear, these all different types of merchandise offered by the retail store, and the concerned manager is responsible for maintaining all the activities of this particular product merchandise category or the particular merchandise, and these all managers will directly report to managing director. Whatever the feedback and whatever the response that coming from these merchandise category, that must be communicated to the concerned managing director, basically the immediate boss of these managers. And the next one is on the basis of geography. If the retail store is operationalizing activity at different geographic location, then managing director is responsible for, managing director is basically the head of these type of hierarchy, and under him or her the managers like north, means overall the area is divided into 4: north, east, south and west, and in every region there must be one manager who is basically responsible for maintaining all the activities of that particular area. And these concerned managers, whatever the information or the feedback of the product or the price of the performance or demand or the sales scenario of the merchandise, the concerned manager just communicate to the managing director. Means managing director obviously is the top one, and these managers are basically concerned for that particular or related to particular region, and whatever the decision and whatever the activities performed in that particular region, they are responsible for that, and accordingly they have to communicate the the information to the concerned managing director. So, we are able to understand how a retail organization is being set up. If you are an individual or wants to start a retail store or retail organization, so you should just go through these steps of you have to follow that particular process of setting up retail organization. And if you want to gather more information, just go through these books. You will find more information and you will gather more information from there. So, thank you.